welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and recreate this really pretty colorful butterfly set that I did in collaboration with the Glitter Girlz. I used a lot of different base colors, a lot of different stamping polishes. This is a basic stamping set. It's a layered stamping set. I used all of these products here, which I will introduce as I use them, and I will list them all in the description box below. So you don't want to miss this one. If you want to learn a little bit about layered stamping and some tips and tricks, stick around. So I'm back and I've gone ahead and prepped these nails. I've given them all a layer of base coat. I've given them 2 layers of each of these polishes and 1 layer of velvet matte top coat. These are all Madam Glam gel polishes. You can use any color you want. My goal here was to make it as colorful and as springy as possible. For the thumbnail, I used Madam Glam's Spring Petals. For the index finger, I used Blissfully Yours, really pretty purple. The yellow is called Bright Honey. The green is called Dusty Pastel Green. And finally on the pinky, I used Baby Blue. Again, all of these polishes are Madam Glam. I will link everything in the description box if you're interested in purchasing them. I love Madam Glam. I can't say it enough. Just beautiful colors, very pigmented, go on easy. And then I put the velvet matte top coat. So we're going to work on the thumbnail first. And the thumbnail has really pretty flowers. It has the word wish. Let me go ahead and change my lighting just slightly. The word wish, and it has a butterfly on it. Now the flowers themselves, I'll be using the Clear Jelly Stamper plate. This is CJS 80, and it's just loaded with butterflies and flowers and everything. So I thought it was a perfect plate to use. The flowers are this 3-layer stamp right here, and the butterfly is this butterfly double stamp right here. So for the flowers, I went ahead and I used 3 different colors for the 3 different layers. The base layer is this really pretty baby blue, 073. The second layer is this pretty lilac color, 017. And then a little bit of a darker purple, 016, for the actual detail stamp. For the butterfly, it actually has 3 ombre colors. The 3 colors are these 3 colors right here. We've got, it's almost like a pastel fire. 064 is the yellow, the center one is 065, and 086. And well, when I get to the butterfly, I'll show you how I did that. I also used black and white to detail the butterfly with the little dots and the detailed stamp. And I also used the black for the word wish. So let's get started. Got my protective gloves on because I make a mess when I use stamping. Hopefully the glare won't bother too much. I'll put the stamping plate over here. Try to see if it doesn't catch my overhead light. And here we go. I'm using Clear Jelly Stamper's Big Bling Stamper just because I could really see the details where I put the stamping. So let's do the bottom layer of the flowers, which is right here. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that it don't get into the second 2, because then I don't have to clean the plate in between layers, but in between images. So I'm going to go ahead and apply polish. I applied it down. I'm going to swipe it up, wipe it off, roll it to pick it up, a very light touch, and there you have it, the base layer. Take the nail, position the base layer where you want it to be. Move this over a little. Position the base layer where you want it to be. Roll that off. There you have it, your base layer. Now we'll go ahead and do the second one. There's no need to clean the plate because I didn't get any polish in the second layer. The second layer is the light lilac. And you do the same thing. Apply the polish going downward. Scrape up, wipe that off, roll it out. There you have it, the second layer. Now this has a piece of butterfly that was above it, which I don't need. Bring back my nails, position the stamper as closely as possible to where it needs to be. And there we have it, a second layer of purple. Now this has a little tiny piece of blue. I'm not going to worry about it too much because the butterfly is going to be there. As a matter of fact, because of the mat, I probably can just, yep, I just scraped it right off. Then the third layer is the detail. It has some lines in it, is the darker color. That way it stands out more. So we'll do the same procedure. Stamp down. I'm sorry, polish down. Swipe up. Clean it. Roll it. I don't need all of this other stuff in there. I just need the details of the flowers. So I take that off. There we have it. Something on my stamper. I might have to do this one again. Let's see if it comes out on the nail. We'll take the nail, position the stamper, and press down. And there you have it. Three layered flowers. And I was right, it stayed on the stamper. I'm going to go ahead and clean it. You can clean it with a lint brush. I have this really handy lint pad, also from CJS. So we'll close these polishes so that we can just set them aside. I'm going to clean the plate off now, and we're going to do this butterfly, which is these two pieces right there. Some of the blue polish is in it, so I want to clean it off really well. Okay. Now, if you're concerned about doing the butterfly and doing the word wish, you might want to put a very thin layer of your matte top coat to protect this image. I'm pretty confident that I'm not going to mess it up, so fingers crossed. I'm going to take and clean off my plate. Get my acetone going. This is where it starts to make a big mess. There we go, nice and clean. Now, this butterfly, as I said, it was actually 3 colors. I did it on the base. And what you do is you just apply a little bit of each polish where you want it to be. So I want the top of the wings to be yellow. I wanted the center of the butterfly to be this really peachy color. Really pretty peach. Make sure I don't got any yellow on that. And then this third color, which is a little bit of a darker peach that has some pink tone to it. Right down here like that. Now, take your card, swipe down. You can do this once or twice. Hopefully I can get it fast enough where it doesn't dry. And I did. There you go. You got a 3-tone butterfly right there. Clean off everything else you don't need. Position the butterfly where you want it to be on the nail. And roll it out. Then I take my black polish and we're going to pick up the detail for that butterfly. Swipe down. Scrape up lightly. Roll it out. And look at how nice that detail picked up. Clear jelly stampers polishes are so pigmented. You don't have to use a lot. I'm going to position this right over the colored part of the butterfly. Roll it out, and there you have it. You can see the detail of the three colors. Let me see if I can zoom in a little so you can see it really well. There you go. Really pretty. Three-tone butterfly. And then I took it a step further and I put the little dots. Basically I just took some white stamping polish, put a tiny dab on my tile, and I took the smallest dotting tool I have, or you can take a fidget stylus, which is basically a dotting tool that doesn't have the little round end. And what you do is pick up a little bit and just sit there and put the dots on like a butterfly has. You don't have to put a lot, it's just a little bit. It's just an extra detail that you have, and it looks really pretty. It's a little bit thick, but that's fine. No two butterflies are exactly alike. There we go. I'll go ahead and take a little bit more. A little bit of detail on this side. Looks really pretty. Now, I'm not too happy with that one big giant blob that I put, so I have a solution for that. You take a little bit of black polish. This is where your little stylus, this is the stylus I was talking about. It's a dotting tool without a tip. And I'm just going to split that into two separate dots. There you go. The thickness of this top dot, I can also fix that. Wipe that off a little. There you go. Really pretty butterfly. The next part on this nail is the word wish, which is also on this plate. It's right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get my black stamping polish. Now, words can be difficult because of how fine the print is. I'm going to go ahead and protect this with a layer of the matte top coat. And you don't want to just do it to the butterfly, even though we're done with the flowers, because then your top coat will be uneven. So carefully with enough polish, gel polish on here, because I think I've allowed enough time for this to dry. Just apply it lightly. But now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my lamp. And what that's going to do is it's going to protect the stamped image so that I don't accidentally mess it up and have to start all over again. You can do that between each one of these images that you put on the nail. So we're going to get that in the lamp. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and clean off my plate so that we're ready to do the index finger. after we stamp the word wish on the thumb. Now the index finger is actually 2 butterflies, and the first butterfly is this one here, and the second butterfly is the one right next to it. So there's 2 layers to each one of these. Let me finish the thumbnail with the word wish. See how pretty that looks? Wow, that looks really pretty. With the word wish, and get our black polish. Let's see if we can pick it up nice and lightly. Go across in a different direction. You swipe lightly, pick it up. There, that picked up really nicely. Make sure I get all of this off of here. Now we take the nail, position the word right in there. I had it at a slight angle. And there you have it. Butterfly and flowers. The next nail, as I said, is the index finger. The 2 butterflies are these 2 butterflies right here. And then I also added some dotting detail, like a flight trail, for the butterflies. So let's go ahead. The colors that I used for these on this top butterfly, I went ahead and used that same blue, which is the 073, and I went ahead and accented it with, actually, this one. That is the correct one. 039. And then you have the bottom butterfly is this little green. And actually I used the blue and the blue and the green and the green. There we go. 073, 52, 72, and 39. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit so that you guys can see the stamping process again. So let's start with the bigger butterfly. We'll work our way down the nail. So go ahead and apply some polish right here. Generous layer. When you have big large spaces, you have to swipe very lightly. If not, you scrape out the polish, and you don't want that. You want a solid image. Then we'll take that, put this on the nail. We have it up here in this area. There you have it. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the detail of the outline. The outline is also the blue. It's this darker blue, and this darker blue is really pretty. It has a sheen to it. So we're going to go ahead and take and apply that to the plate. You're going to see when I apply it. See, it's a different color. It's almost jelly-like. And then pull this down, roll it out. Look how nice that picked up. Look at how pretty that picked up. So you take the nail, position the butterfly, the outline over the base layer, get it as close as possible. There you have it. Then we'll do the next butterfly, which is the green butterfly. It's the baby one. And it's this one right here. There's the base layer, and there is the outline. So we'll do the base layer first, which is this light minty green. It kind of matches the ring finger. Again, light. Swipe lightly. Roll Picks up perfectly. Very light touch. That's the key. You don't want to be pressing too hard because all it does is squish the polish out. So we're going to make this one here. Right there. I'm going to clean off the stamper. Make sure there's nothing on it. We'll get that dark teal color that I pulled earlier. Now I've got a little bit of polish on it from before, so I'm going to wipe that area clean. Make sure it's dry. Then we're going to take this polish, apply it in here. Lightly pull it, lightly roll it, and it's got a perfect pickup. Again, with the fine lines, you have to just swipe easily, pick up easily, because if you grate too hard or you press too hard, all it's going to do is squish the polish out and it's not going to pick up properly. So let me wipe this off. Wipe off my plate. I'll get it out of the way because now we're going to do little flight dots. I call them, it's like a flight pattern for the butterfly that's on the nail. Again, we're going to need our palette. And wipe this polish off. Get rid of this. I got a fresh one ready to go. I'm going to wipe off my card at this point so I don't transfer unwanted polish onto the other nails. Do little mini cleanups along the way, and then you'll always have your tools ready. There we go, nice and clean, good to go. So we will take a little bit of the white polish, tiniest bit, make a little blob here. We're going to take that dotting tool that we took earlier, and we're just going to make some dots, basically like a flight pattern for the butterfly. So you just lightly tap, pick up a little more polish. Flight pattern. We'll do the other one. The other one I have them coming in from the other side. Making use of the negative space on the nail. And there you have it. That nail is done. We'll let that sit. I'm not going to apply the velvet matte top coat yet because the dots tend to be thick and I don't want to smear them down the nail. So by the time I get to the last nail, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do the ring finger next because it has those same type of dots and the similar butterfly pattern. So we have our plate, and the butterflies we used for that one is this one right here, the bigger one, and the little one. Now on this nail we had the big one on the top, the little one on the bottom. So on this nail we're going to put the big one on the bottom and the little one on the top. So the two colors I used was a little bit darker teal with that same dark teal for the outline. Close my polish, I don't want to spill it. And then for the top butterfly I used the purple that we used originally in the flowers with the darker purple outline. I will speed through the next series of stamping since I basically explained, and just point everything out as easily as possible. Now I'm going to slow this down a little bit because the tip of the butterfly wings, I didn't realize I didn't really pick them up, so it's a little bit hollow at the top, and that's a simple repair. You take the tiniest bit of polish on your palette. You take that good old dotting tool again and lightly, ever so lightly tap where you're missing that polish to fill it in, so no one would even know. I'm going to go ahead and put this back to fast forward. So now we're going to do this second nail, the middle finger. The middle finger was basically this color here, and this is the outline accent color. The pattern on the plate is right here. You've got this series of butterflies, and you've got the borders. So I'm going to clean my plate off, speed this back up again, and continue stamping. So I slowed down the video again because this part here, because the other nail got in the way, I couldn't stamp that right side. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my polish. I'm going to clean off the plate and apply a little bit of polish to that one section and go ahead and finish that nail. And it's just this tiniest little piece right here. So I'm just going to tilt the nail slightly so that I make sure that it gets contact with it. Clean this off because this is not going to stamp. This is going to stay stuck to the stamper. So I have to go in with a fresh layer of polish. But I don't need to cover the whole image, just that section. It's basically two little round circles. For the final nail, I slowed it down again. I'm going to clean off my plate. The final nail is this really pretty nail here. It's actually got 1, 2, 3 layers. This was a little tricky because this top part here sits right underneath the top 2 wings on the middle layer, and then this sits over all 3 of it. So I actually used 3 colors again. I used the yellow on the inside, this pale yellow. On the center, And then I took this pretty pinky peach color on the outside of the wings. And then for this second layer here, I used the lighter peach. So I prefer to put down this other layer first, because then I can position these wings on top of that. So let's do this. Okay, slowing down again. There's a tiny dot in there that didn't pick up. So I'm just going to do it right on my plate here. The tiniest little piece. So I'm just going to take a little dot and put it there. That way I don't have to drag my palette over. Grab that polish and just fill in that one little spot. Oh, I got something on there. On the dotting tool. There we go. Let's do that again. Oh, actually, polish is still wet. We're good. Go ahead and get in there. Fill in that spot. So, did you see the two different tones on those wings? Now we're going to pick this up, and we're using this darker color as the outline. I'm slowing this back down again. The last part of the nail is the word fly, and I did it with the darker purple. I had the darndest time trying to get this one to pick up when I was doing the original set because it's so close to the edge. But I think I finally figured it out that if I polish up, swipe down, and roll sideways, it picked up pretty good. So let's see. Again, fingers crossed. And there you have it. All of the nails are stamped. If you want, you can go back in. You see how it has like these little butterflies inside these circles. You can use the same process, as a matter of fact. I'm going to see if I can get those on there. Let me take this one out of the way again. And I'm going to tilt that center nail. I don't think I need to have my gloves on for this next part. The blue tack keeps getting stuck to the gloves when I have to move the nails. So I'm going to go ahead and take the gloves off. Alright, I'm going to fix this part over off camera. I'm just going to go in and redo slightly the little circles and the butterflies on that right side. I seem to be having trouble. The nail curves so much, it's kind of hard to use it on this base. So I'm back, and we're going to do these, the last part of this nails, which is to apply the velvet matte top coat and to sprinkle, lightly dust the nails with Nail Sugar's Diamond Dust Glitter. It's so pretty. It's got really gorgeous glitter. It's so pretty. Look at that. So we're going to lightly dust that. But before we do that, I just wanted to swing my camera over. You saw the bottles of stamping polish. I'm going to swing my camera. I have a rack on my nail desk that holds my stamping polishes for Clear Jelly Stamper. So there's my polish collection. Those are my stamping polishes. It goes from all the way over here to all the way over here. And that set has a bunch of, it actually has 4 larger bottles, which are the black, white, gold, and silver, which is the most commonly used ones. This is a base coat that is good for use when you're doing reverse stamping. I have a whole array of colors. I've even got their hollow collection. Yes, they have hollow stamping polishes. Let me see if I can swing the camera back down again. Okay, sorry about that. They have hollow stamping polish. There are actually 7 colors, and they also have this really cute thing here, and I'm going to show you what's so unique about this. This to me was fascinating because I hadn't seen it before. I'm going to turn this light off, and I'm going to turn the other light off, and hopefully you can still see it even though my overhead light is still on. I'm going to turn my other light off. I don't know if you can see this. It glows in the dark. It glows in the dark. This is so cool. This is glow stamping polish. I thought that was really cool. Let me get my lights back on. We're going to do the final step, which is to top coat these nails with matte top coat. I'm going to zoom in, and we're going to lightly sprinkle them with the glitter. Position my camera back where it was. And zoom in. Okay, there we go. So I just wanted to share that. That's my stamping polish collection from Clear Jelly Stamper. I also got the rack from their website. I'm going to be doing some swatch videos for those polishes to show you how they swatch over black and white. And maybe do a couple of stamping designs in between. So I hope you'll stick around and stay tuned for those. Those will be coming up hopefully within the next month. There's so many of them. I have 95 regular polishes, and then there's 7 hollows and the glow. So that's a lot of stamping polish. It's going to take a few videos to get those out to you guys. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to give this a nice decent layer of the Velvet Matte top coat. The dots have had a chance to dry, so they're not going to smear. But you still want to try to be light-handed with this, not heavy-handed, because it can still reactivate the polish and make it smear. So just be careful with it. I would just suggest lightly put enough on here that you don't have to actually brush so many times with the gel polish. A nice decent coat. And remember, with matte top coat and with shiny, but shiny not so much, make sure that you get all the way to the edge, because it will show every little bump and crevice and anything you leave on the nail. It'll show it. See, I repaired that nail on the side, so it has now, oh, let me tilt it back before I get polish on it. I went ahead and reinforced those circles, so now it's even with the left side. So I didn't have to wipe the nail off and start all over or anything. I just used the existing design and just added those circles straight over the other original circles. I'll go ahead and do these butterflies. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you like this video, check out a few of my others. I have swatch videos. I have some other designs that we did with together as a collaboration with the Glitter Girlz. We have a bunch of stuff coming up this month. This is a busy month for us. So I hope you'll stay tuned. Oh, I moved. See, I smudged that wing. But I'm going to fix that real quick because the polish is still wet and I could swing it back around. I put too much pressure, and this has such a fine line to it. No, I'm going to have to redo that one part. Okay. See? I got caught on camera. It's quite alright. I'm going to take a little bit of alcohol, spray this cleanup brush, and I'm just going to clean off that little spot. with the gel polish and the regular polish, the stamped image. Now it's missing that little tiny line. If I get this quick enough, it won't smear, and all I have to do is add in that little tiny section with my fidget stylus. Yeah, I cleaned it up a lot. I'm going to clean it up just a little bit more. See? It happens, but you see, you can't be heavy-handed with it. It was settled. Had been drying. As a matter of fact, time off camera took a little bit, and yet I still managed to pull it and smudge it. So I didn't want to have to redo the whole nail. You can stamp that one part. I'm going to get this in the lamp, then I'll come back and redo that nail. So I'll be right back. Okay, so those nails are cured. So I'm going to go in again and attempt to fix this one part. This is cured, so that's settled. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take the stamping plate. I don't want to have to redo the whole thing. It's just this tiny little piece right there. So I'm going to take the polish. I'm only going to apply it to that one section. Now you can see how a repair can be done. Very little bit. I only want that one little line, but I want it to line up properly rather than trying to putz around with fine detailer and a fidget tool and all this stuff. Let's just do it like this. There we go. Get the stamper, pick up the image, and it didn't pick up. Let's try this again. I took too long, I think, to grab the stamper because that is such a fine line. As a matter of fact, I grabbed a different stamper. I'm going to grab the same one I've been using. See, y'all got me all excited showing you my stamping polish collection, but I lost track of what I was doing. Alright, so let's try this again. Go in, pick that part up, and I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of the rest of it too. I can line it up better. Lightly pull, pick up the image. That time it got it. Clean off anything else I don't need. Now I can position myself, and again, this has a matte top coat on it. It's been cured, so I have a chance to really get this in place. That took a bit. There you go. Instant repair. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. I'm going to top coat and cure it. Now that those are protected, because we still have to go back in with a wet top coat and apply that beautiful glitter. Okay, so we're back. I have cured that one layer of matte top coat, and the butterfly is good as new. So now we're going to do the final stage, which is to apply the beautiful glitter. Just sprinkle it. I'm just going to tap this and lightly sprinkle it. I don't want too much to overwhelm it because I like the matte look on the nails. But I thought it needed a little bit something extra. And we are known as the Glitter Girls, of course. So why not add a nice light layer of glitter? So again, a very thin coat. You don't want to bulk up the nail. You just want something for the glitter to stick to. There's not much else to do. All I have to do is take a little bit of glitter. This is just a regular concealer brush. I'm just going to lightly tap the glitter into here, and it picks it up really well into the pot. And then I'm just going to hold it from a distance so that they sprinkle down evenly. I don't want it all sitting on one spot of the nail. So I'm just lightly applying it all the way across. It doesn't take much. Maybe just the tiniest bit more on these last nails. I've got my paper towel underneath it to catch it. And look at that. Look at that sparkle on those nails. Ever so slightly, but it makes a difference. It adds just a little tiny, little bit extra to those nails. Now we're going to get those in the lamp, cure them, come back, have a comparison with the original set, and then we're done. So I'm back, and I went ahead and brushed off all the excess glitter that was on the stand, and I also did it over the top of the nails in case there was any loose glitter still hanging around. You can see the sparkle in these. The stamping came out really good. I'm very pleased, and it looks like the original set. I hope you enjoyed a little mini glimpse of my stamping polish collection. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you have any other stamping ideas. I'd like to start a stamping section on my channel, and I'd like some ideas of what you guys want to see. I do this channel for you guys. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Until the next video, bye!